Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Luda Baker on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 14. And the Packer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. To try again after the sack. Murray, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they're just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Reddick in on the tackle.
This is Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30.
The ball carrier.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 24 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat.
What you doing out there, boy?
Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
39-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
We got to step it up. Check. 2-2. Check 31. Check 31.
Now on first down, break again. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Murray again. This is Drake. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Packers 21, Cardinals 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You can't hang.
On 2nd and 9, Murray escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Murray on third down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, Murray going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
Complete to
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Murray eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted.